Hello, my dear cousin. Giving you a watermelon update just to kind of get your observations. As you can see, the plants themselves have grown pretty well. So I have no problem here with the plants. I was wondering maybe, because I've read it and heard it said that sometimes you put too much nitrogen in the soil, get a whole lot of plant growth and you get less fruit. So I definitely have a whole lot of watermelon plant growth. One of the challenges I've noticed that I've been having is I do get a lot of fruit. Like if you look close, you can see that little melon down there, and you can see that one right there. However, I'm starting to notice some of my fruit are actually rotting on the vine. Like this little one right here, starting to get that blossom end rot. And the very first one that really started to show signs of maturity is this one right here. And it got about as big as a small cantaloupe. Then it just stopped growing. I don't know what happened. And when I looked under it, I noticed, oh, blossom end rot. Like, man, what's going on? So anyway, I kind of wanted to get a jump on it and figure out what I might be doing wrong before the season is over. I got a couple others here that seem to be doing reasonably well. No blossom end rot that I see. And I've heard it said and I've read about not enough calcium, irregular watering, etc., etc. So anyway, just wanted to get your opinion, your observations. As I was talking to you about on the phone, if you look here, I actually pruned some of this out. This is my 5x7 raised bed. And so it doesn't look as bad as it did, but I had a lot of dead yellow leaves around the stem of the plant as it was growing. And, just wondering whether whether that was normal or not. And I think we talked about that on the phone. So, yeah, just trying to, since we're still in July, I figure we got enough time where I can get at least a couple decent sized melons out of it before it's all over with. But I know right now, because we are midway through the summer, if there's any correction I need in gardening, I need to do it right away, because once we get into August, on the average, got only about a month left. September hits, daylight starts shutting down a little bit, and the weather starts cooling off. And for watermelon, they need hot weather. Once it cools off, that's it. As you can see, I got plenty of tomato plants growing here, growing like crazy. Here's the funny thing. I put a lot of effort into starting this batch of watermelon plants early, thinking I'd get a head start. One thing I do realize I did wrong is I put too many plants in too close together. So I think they're competing for nutrients or something. Anyway, out of curiosity, I just threw a couple of seeds in my front flower garden. And that one plant seems to be on par with, or maybe even doing better than all the ones I have in that raised bed that I've been putting a lot of pain and effort into. This one is like kind of off the cuff, so to speak. Just throw it in there, let's see what happens. I got 4 melons on it, and so far they all look like they're doing pretty good. It's the way it goes, huh? You just throw something in and see what happens, and there it is. And then you try real hard and take care of something and you can't get it to work right. Anyway, that's kind of like my watermelon update. Got one down there. But yeah, any thoughts you have would be helpful. Appreciate it. I grew this Mexican zinnia by seed. Planted it in a pot. It grew pretty good. Same with those hollyhocks down there. That's another Mexican zinnia right there. All right, that's my garden update, and I'll share it with you via YouTube, and you can give me your insights whenever you're ready. Thanks again.